for Thursday, and we are at the 25th of July, 2024, 8:15 a.m. Central Time. So we had a lot of data come out this morning, so before we go look at pricing, why don't we just go right there? First, we had the Advanced GDP and Chain-Weighted Index. This is a big beat. Up 2.8%. They were looking for 2.1. In the first quarter, we had 1.4. Now, this is the preliminary look. It can be adjusted, but it's looking good. Advanced Chain-Weighted Price Index. Everybody looks at this one. 2.3%. They were expected 2.6, so that's in the right direction, not as high. The PCE Price Index for this was 2.6. The final 3.4 in the first quarter, so that's come down. Core PCE index, if you take a look, the final was 3.7 in the first quarter. This is 2.9. Personal consumption, 2.3%. That is higher than the final for 2024. And the advanced retail sales were up 2%, beating the first quarter 1.8. Now, this can all be adjusted, but gives you an idea where you're at. June advanced durable goods, terrible. So the consumer's pulling back. They're spent out possibly. Their credit card problems, they're there. We're seeing them on a regular basis. When you look at durable goods, you see that they are up 0.5 when you take out transportation. So that's not the worst thing. Obviously, cars are a problem right there. And when we're looking at durable goods ex-defense, it was down 7%. The prior was only down 0.2. I'm not convinced that the consumer's buying anything. Jobless claims down 10,000. Now understand, Hurricane Beryl had the impact before this. So you're getting some other numbers that are coming back in the plate as workers are going back. So you lost numbers there, and you lost it in the jobless claims. And we're going to get the EIA natural gas storage number, and that's going to come out this morning at, about 9:30 or so. And they're looking for 20 billion cubic foot injection, which is a little less than the average and the prior weeks. All right, so now let's take a look at what the markets did. When I woke up this morning, we were down pretty hard in all the stock indices. We've come back since these morning reports were out. We've had a major washout in the gold market. You're up $13 off the low. You were down $53 an ounce. In silver, you're 30 cents off the lows. These are big moves. And copper, maybe I was right that we're in a zone where the market can find its footing. We're about to find out here. Just being up 55's a lot. Now the market has come off up 800 points off this low. These are big moves, folks. I can't explain how big they are. In the dollar, well, we are up there. The euro is up a little bit too, so that doesn't make sense. Generally, one's down, the other's up, and you're stable here. The Japanese yen, traders are getting ready for some big news out of Japan. We should get a plan where they're going to make massive cuts in bond buying programs, and the big question is, are they going to make a move? And we see an interest rate cut. That's flipping a coin right now. You can't get a handle on it. We have sold off in the notes since all these reports came out this morning. You had a rush into safety as the stock market was breaking early on. Now you're seeing a setback. We're only up 5.5 points. That's quite a bit off. That's 11 points off the highs right here. And in the 5-year, you're down about 9 off the highs. Energy markets still down. You know, yesterday I was talking to you about one of the things I was using, which was pivot points, and I was trying to get short, if you were, the heating oil market. Well, to say that that idea was right, well, today there was some money in the bank because of it. But pivot points are something that I learned from a very, very famous chartist, and he was managing money through our firm, and I was trying to figure out what he was doing. He wrote one of those books where you take $10,000 and he made $1 million. He won World Cup trading, so on and so forth. Did very well, and he's still a huge name to many chart people today. Probably one of the most brilliant chartists I've ever had the pleasure of meeting, too. And to make a long story short, he explained what he was doing. But then, as usual, I try to add things. And I added stochastics to it. And I found that it gave, for me at least, the way that I understand this, a big edge. So in putting that with the chart itself, and this is how pivot points look. You have a center line, and then you have resistance points 1 and and 2 and support points 1 and 2, and you put momentum, and you're trying to sharpen up entry and exit points. A lot of people just use it for day trading. And, you know, I've watched it owning a brokerage firm for many, many years. I have seen how people had done with that. And it was impressive, all right? Nothing works all the time, but you use this, a couple other tools, and you at least get a game plan. If you'd like to get this for free, it's a 3-part video series, and I'm telling you, if you have charting software worth its salt, you have pivot points in it. Take a look at how I apply it with it. Go to iraepstein.com, free offers. Move your cursor up here, or call my staff. They'll be happy to work with you. In any case, I'm Ira. You have yourself a great day, and I will see you all at the end of the day with the market wrap-ups. Take care now.